All right, welcome back to the channel here, and we are playing our Malik Cunningham franchise today, and we're taking on the Steelers. We had a big win against the Broncos last week. Played really well. It's been a while since I've recorded that game, but I'm pretty sure we ran the ball real well in that game. We did have a weekly award. And it was Ramondre Stevenson. He did have 30 carries for 160 yards. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 catches, only 10 yards, but it did also have a receiving touchdown. So might look to get him going again here today. We have no scenarios of any kind, really, so guess we'll defend the deep pass. They have Justin Herbert on their team, and I want to throw it deep because we also get slower DB run support. Plus, I mean, we've been a decent passing team this year. Malik Cunningham, maybe not the best passer, but we've got some really good receivers, and that does make up for it a little bit. Garrett Wilson. James, as I don't get the throw off there. Nobody was open. Okay. We've got Tyreek Abraham, who, obviously we drafted. He's not been bad. Drops it there, though. And we'll turn off. We'll turn off my sound on my phone there so we don't get a bunch of ESPN notifications today, which I anticipate with the NFL draft going on. Which I still can't believe that the Falcons took Michael Penix. Like, you just signed Kirk Cousins. And yet, for some reason, they think they need Michael Penix. I mean, if you're not going to play him until Kirk Cousins is off his deal, then he's going to be like 28 years old or something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you just have him in case Kirk Cousins gets hurt again. I mean, which is not really a good idea. They're obviously not sure if Kirk Cousins is the guy if they go out and draft Michael Penix, but we're not here for that. We're here to see Malik Cunningham try to win a Super Bowl. So, and we could still make the playoffs. We're 4-5. We could still turn things around here. And we don't have a lot of cap room, but I think we've already re-signed everybody that we're looking to re-sign here. We've got the options for Matt Sharp and Tyreek Abraham, which I don't know if I'm going to pick up their options. We may just look to re-sign them next year. I'm trying to end Lions franchise. We're almost into the playoffs, but this is one I might like to keep going. It hasn't been going on quite as long. I'm going to probably at least do another year. Maybe take it right up until the next Madden comes out. And Browns franchise, I haven't recorded in a while either, but once Lions franchise is over, we can get going a little more on both of these. So, taking on the Steelers, I did see that they have Justin Herbert I don't know how that's going to go for us. Ramondre Stevenson, 160 yards last week, and yet no runs more than 20 yards. Did have some more than 10 yards, though. I mean, he ran the ball well. He didn't have any big explosive plays, nothing, no 40-yard runs or anything like that. Ate up clock and really just controlled the game. So might look to do that again here today. May look to throw the ball just a bit more. I don't know. I don't have any serious plans coming into this game other than, trying to run the ball, and if we can, then that'll definitely help. I don't want to rely too much on the pass because then I tend to throw interceptions. So we know this is going to be just... No, it's actually Kenny Pickett. I thought it said Justin Herbert was on the team. Kenny Pickett has 10 touchdowns and 2 picks. Why did it say... Okay. Did I just misread it, or... I guess I did. I don't know what happened. Kenny Pickett. Okay. Maybe it was a glitch, or something. I don't know what happened. Why did I think they had Justin Herbert? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and check out who they do have. Kenny Pickett. PJ Walker is the third string guy. That's a familiar name. Najee Harris. 2-year guy Antoine Beal is the backup. Cole Reed is the fullback. George Pickens is still here. He's developed into a pretty good player. Deontay Johnson. Chase Claypool is back, which I think we had played them before, and Chase Claypool was on the team. Zion Dudley is here, and Reggie Watt. I mean, it's not a bad receiving core. And then Pat Freiermuth, obviously. Darnell Washington. Broderick Jones, Cole Strange, Mason Cole. George Lawson is their right guard, and Spencer Brown. It's not a bad offensive line, but it's not like an elite offensive line. Lawton at left end, Moats, Ryans. It's not the best defensive line, though. Maybe TJ Watt makes up for that a little bit. Nate Kaysen, and then Alex Highsmith. Joey Porter's here. He's by far their best corner. Eric Stokes, Bates, David Long. It's a secondary that's maybe made up for a little bit by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Of course, Joey Porter is good. Terrell Edmonds. And Chris Riddle is their kicker, which means they don't have Chris Boswell anymore. And then Brandon Mann at punter. So, of course, we have Aiden Hutchinson back on the team. And we've got this rookie corner that we really like that we traded for. We gave up a bunch to get him. Andrews there. Greenfield going to hit Kenny Pickett and make that pass inaccurate there. Not able to get the sack, but still able to affect the ball. Greenfield, Hutchinson, Carter, and John Franklin Myers on the defensive line. I'm just going to throw that one out for Najee Harris. I don't know. I don't know why it said in the practice. Maybe I just misread it. I thought it said Justin. Go back and look. See if I'm just insane, or if there was some sort of glitch there. Or maybe if they have him and he's on IR or something. I don't know. Because if he's on IR, and sometimes injuries that are, you know, multiple weeks don't always show up in the medical report in the middle of the game. So I don't know. But maybe I just misread it. Maybe. Because I did kind of only glance at it. I think that's kind of what happened. But we're not going to obsess about it. 22 rushes for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns last week for Najee Harris. So you got to think that they are going to want to run the ball here. They're at 2nd and 8 after the holding penalty. They had a nice run there. And Greenfield trying to get a sack. Mason Cole's injured for Pittsburgh, and they're just moving right down the field here. They're going to hand it off and get 4. And I think I do have my sliders a little more difficult in this franchise than I do in my Lions franchise. It's still all Madden. The video is not up yet, but I recently started playing Madden 09. It has you select the difficulty every time before you start the game. So that's interesting. Looks like we're going to hold him to a field goal here. And unless we block this, they shouldn't have any problem making it. And they do. They take a 3-0 lead, so hopefully we can drive down the field and go up 7-3 here. Abraham on the return. I have not returned a kickoff in a long time in Madden, and I think it's... I mean, in my Lions franchise, I have trouble returning those. Malik Cunningham, 23 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. 2,700 yards. You know, it's not the best season for him. And we're going to bring Edwards-Helaire out for a run first. He's going to get about 9. Which is going to allow me to run the ball again. And I think we're gonna keep running it with Edwards-Helaire. Pick up a couple of nice blocks. And he's got 21 yards on 2 carries already. And now we'll bring out Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to shake off a tackle. Only going to get about 3 there, but it's enough that I want to run it again. He's going to shut a block there. Matt Brown is injured. He's one of our tackles. I think we'll look to throw it for the first time here. And I'm going to throw it out to Ramondre Stevenson, and he's going to get near the first down, 4th and 2. The 49. I kind of want to go for this. Jamison Williams is wide open. We can substitute in Walker. I mean, hopefully Matt Brown's not too injured and can come back into the game fairly soon. Edwards-Helaire going to take another carry. He's got 29 yards so far. Go play action here and just dump it off to Ramondre Stevenson. He's got enough for the first down. 3 for 3. Only 16 yards, though. But he's doing enough at the 4th down conversion. Hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson on the RPO. He's going to get 9. Maybe 10 yards. I'm just going to bring up 2nd and inches. And we're trying to control the clock here, too. Keep the ball out of the hands of the Steelers. As we pick up another first down. As much as I like our defense, I would like the Steelers not to be on the field. And we're going to lose a yard there. Just kind of dump it off and avoid a sack there. And I don't want to get too risky here. Don't want to throw a pick because I would be okay settling for a field goal. Throw it to the end zone. That's knocked down. Kind of lucky it wasn't picked there. And we'll settle for 3 here. Glad we have a good kicker who has those abilities, you know, get the slow meter on our kicks, and we'll tie the game here. So would have liked to have had a touchdown, as my OBS seems to be lagging a bit on the kickoff. It's been doing that occasionally, and I don't know why. But it seems okay now. Langford's on the field. And that's going to be a sack. Matt Sharp. Our safety that I'm pretty sure we drafted year 1. There's a short throw. We're going to get a little bit of it back, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. And a sack on first down just really hurts at any point because you don't pick up much on 2nd down. And then, see, I mean, they had a good play there, but it just wasn't quite enough, and they're going to punt on 4th and 1. So even though they picked up nearly 15 yards, it just, the sack on first down was enough to get us the ball back. So we only have, you know, we don't have a lot of passing yards so far, only 16. Those rushing yards really helping us out. And I want to continue to run the ball. Going to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson again. He's only going to get a yard there. I'm actually going to throw this out to Alex Good, our X Factor tight end. He's going to have enough for a first down. Did not hit the ground until he was right at the first down marker. And Ramondre Stevenson going to pick up another 8 yards. Well, let's bring Edwards-Helaire back in. He's been running the ball well, too. He's a little bit faster, but he's going to have nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. But we're going to go no huddle here, and I think we're going to run a screen. Able to get the completion. And a pretty big gain there for Edwards-Helaire down to the 41. 16 yards. Gonna audible here. Just throw it out to Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to have 5. And it's been a lot of short passes, a lot of running the ball. But it's been working. We're moving right down the field again. Maybe a draw play here. We're into field goal range. Let's just not turn the ball over. See if we can't do enough. It's 4th and 1. And they want us to kick a 50-yard field goal. I'm okay with that. I do wish I had the kick meter. The kick line. That's got to be a miss, right? Okay. It was inaccurate, but it was still I think I had aimed it so far in the other direction that it was fine. Because I was aiming it kind of to the right quite a bit, and he kicked it quite a bit more to the left. So 6-3 here. Pepper's going to make the tackle immediately, but that's a catch by Chase Claypool. He has 3 catches in this game. Langford's back onto the field now, the rookie. He's not going to get anything, but we're going to have another tackle for loss there by Matt Sharp. Had a sack earlier. Carter getting through the blocks. I'm going to sack Kenny Pickett. Carter, who's been getting a little more playing time since we traded for Aiden Hutchinson. And Kenny Pickett going to scramble here. Going to throw it way down the field. And Christian Gonzalez going to make enough of a hit that it's incomplete. And we'll get the ball back here, as this first half has gone pretty quickly so far. 3 minutes left. Probably going to have good enough field position that we can look to continue running the ball. Start at the 41-yard line here. We're going to hand it off to Stevenson on the counter play. He's going to get about 10. Run another counter play here. Only going to get 4 that time. We'll go no huddle. Gonna run an end around for Jamison Williams. He's able to get around and get 6 yards, as well as get out of bounds here. Scrambling Malik Cunningham here. He's gonna run and pick up the first down, get out of bounds. Did not like anywhere where we could have gone with the ball on that. And the clock is still running. And throw it underneath to Alex Good. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay, we're at the 2-minute warning here. Alex Good with a catch. Down to the 5. And Gonna throw a screen pass to Ramondre Stevenson. He gets a couple there. He's wide open on that play. That's a touchdown for Ramondre Stevenson. It's a play we really like to go to. And maybe we go for 2 here and make it 14-3 instead of 13-3. Hand it off to Stevenson. He's got the 2. Will that be the only time we go for 2 today? I don't know. I like going for 2 in my Lions franchise, but I would very much like to get Ramondre Stevenson a couple of games in a row where he's just going off and we can get a breakout scenario and get him up to like superstar X Factor. That would be really cool. As Kenny Pickett's just going to throw the ball away. We've got all of our timeouts here. If we could get the ball back and score again before the end of the half, that would be really nice. It's going to be a catch. They're going to go no huddle here. We're going to blitz Patrick Queen again. I think he dropped that one. Had it in his hands. Couldn't survive the hit. So we're going to get the ball back with all of our timeouts and around a minute left. Abraham not much on the return up to the 25. I would kind of like a screen here. Guess we'll go the halfback screen to Edwards-Helaire. Pick up a couple of blocks. For about 8 yards. And might have been an injury on the play. Or else they're going to say he got out of bounds. But with a draw play to Ramondre Stevenson, we'll hurry up to the line. Maybe we go 4 verticals here and just see what we can make happen as Alex Good got, who I might have been looking for on the play, got absolutely bulldozed trying to come out of his route there. Then there wasn't much of any place to go with the ball, so look for Alex Good again. He's going to make the catch down at the 38. I'll call another timeout because it's just going to take us too long to get up to the line of scrimmage with only 27 seconds there. So. Malik Cunningham just going to sort of float that one right in front of him there. That'll stop the clock, though. So, gonna launch that one deep for Jamison Williams. Maybe could have called pass interference there. Good play action crossers again, looking more likely than not for Garrett Wilson on this play. Knocked down. Lucky it wasn't picked. But we are pretty much into field goal range here. Maybe a little better on the kick meter there. And that one's good. Rather hit it just a tad too soon than way too late. So we've got a 14-point lead now. And our defense has really stepped up since that first drive where we allowed a field goal. They're going to run the ball here. They're actually going to call a timeout with 5 seconds left after they picked up 8 yards. And that's going to end the half. I'm not really sure what they were trying to do there, but this game would get us back to 500 with a win here. And I think next week is our bye week, so I kind of want to defend the inside run. We get the ball to start the second half, and I want to run the ball. I want to take a lot of time off the clock. You know, even if we end the drive with a field goal, just get points. And Alex could nearly 1,000 yards on the season, which is crazy because we're only about halfway through the year. And there's been times when Ramondre Stevenson has not had the same level of running ability in the second half. So let's hope he can continue to have a good game. As the block was not real great on that one. 3rd and 5, though. Probably looking to throw the ball here. Maybe curl flat. And I'm just looking for Edwards-Helaire. He has to turn around to make the catch. If he didn't have to make quite such a spectacular catch there, he probably, and that's not a great one, as OBS is lagging again. It's going fine on the TV, but seems like it only really does that on the special teams plays. I don't know what that's all about. Because I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm not looking at the TV as I'm playing. But just because of where it's situated. Anyway. It's lagged a couple of times. Once on the kickoff and then on the punt. Well, you could really use a stop here. A touchdown gets them right back in this game. Even a field goal, I'm fine with. They're going to hand it off. I've been watching this UFL football now too, and it's been good. I like the fact that after a touchdown, they can go for either 1, 2, or 3. They don't kick extra points. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. You get a lot of teams going for 2. As Darnell Washington scores. But it's the XFL and the USFL. They've merged into one league. They play later today. If you haven't seen it, I mean, it's not bad. But now the Steelers are within a touchdown, and yeah, this is a game now, so we definitely need to score. Even a field goal just to get it back to a 2-possession game would be good. Ramondre Stevenson going to take that one, get us to 3rd and 2 here. I think we run it again and just try to pick up the first down. If we can get at least yard and a half here, maybe we think about going for it. But don't have to worry about that. And Ramondre Stevenson, hopefully going to close in on 100 yards here soon. He's at 71. Going to pick up another 8 yards on that one. And let's bring out Edwards-Helaire and get a little more of that speed going here. He's a little bit faster than Ramondre Stevenson, not quite as powerful, obviously. But if we can work the clock here and maybe get this into the fourth quarter and then score a touchdown, then I will be very happy with where we stand in this game. So Malik Cunningham going to try to take off. Probably just going to get back to the line of scrimmage there on 3rd and 9. Maybe 4 verticals here and look for Alex Good over the middle if he can get it. But we're actually going to throw it to Abraham, and he's not able to make the catch. A 62-yard field goal? I guess we'll try it. Hopefully Evan McPherson can hit it. Well, it is right down the middle, so he does have the leg for it. A 62-yard field goal. Probably was helped out there that it was right in the middle of the field. As we go back to a 2-possession lead here. And maybe I'll record a couple episodes today. Try to get a little further into the season. Although I usually don't like to upload more than 1 video in a day. And I've also got a Lions franchise video that I've already recorded. We actually played the Arizona Cardinals in the last game. And that video is not up yet. So lagging slightly again here. They just handed it off and picked up a first down. So I don't know what to do about the lag. It's not that often. I'm going to throw one there and get about 5. I really don't want them to score a touchdown here. I don't want to be trading touchdowns for field goals. And I would have liked to have taken a little more time off the clock on that last drive. As Kenny Pickett here, having a good game. Only 6 incompletions, does have a touchdown. Obviously only 10 points for the Steelers, but they're hanging in there. They've got the ball. We're going to head into the fourth quarter here, and this might actually be a little bit shorter of a video because this game has gone so quick. See how long the fourth quarter takes. Kenny Pickett's trying to take off there. He's going to get sacked. Is that Aiden Hutchinson? There was a crowd of guys there. So, trying to throw it short there. I think that was our new guy, Andrews, on tackle there. Just not allowing the catch. 3rd and 12 here now. And that's complete. Steelers keeping the drive alive here. Have a first down at the 24. And there's a quick throw. And Broderick Jones is injured for the Steelers. After the pickup of 9. There's another quick throw. Cole Strange is injured. Steelers' offensive line is going down. Greenfield able to get through quickly. And Kenny Pickett going to make the throw on the run. And George Pickens has a touchdown. And the extra point should cut it to a 3-point game here. Ten plays, 75 yards. Took 3 minutes off the clock. Hopefully we can get this into the end zone and maybe look to put this game away. We've had some trouble here in the second half getting the ball into the end zone. Just had trouble finishing possessions. Settled for a couple of field goals here. And Edwards-Helaire is actually going to get 4 yards there. After he looked like he might have been stopped for no gain. So I want to keep the clock moving here. I'm going to go no huddle and just run it again quickly with Ramondre Stevenson, and he's not going to get anything. 4th and 2, and I actually think I want to go for this. We went for this play. We ran this play earlier on a 4th down and picked it up. Jamison Williams wide open. I don't want to give them the ball back there and just let them keep their momentum going. I want to continue the drive and continue to run time off the clock. Edwards-Helaire going to get the ball for a gain of 4. Antonio Brewer's hurt now, and that's not good. He's one of our better offensive linemen. I think he is anyway. And Ramondre Stevenson, powerful run there. Not able to be brought down until we're at 3rd and inches. And he's going to run it again. Same play, just to the other side. That's one of his better runs today, down to the 34. And Brewer's out. He's not going to come back for this game. Probably going to be out several games with a torn labrum. It's another 4 yards for Ramondre Stevenson. He's up over 100 yards now. And we are just running time off the clock. Only 4.5 minutes left now. If somehow we weren't... if somehow the Steelers weren't able to see the ball again, I would be really happy with that. Let's run this down as much as we can before we snap the ball. Maybe not as much as we can, but let's run it down to like 5 seconds before we snap the ball. Hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson. And I would love to get Ramondre Stevenson a touchdown here as well. I mean, I don't think we can run all the time off the clock, obviously. And he is starting to breathe a little heavy there. He's got 27 rushes in this game. We really like to get him around 30 carries a game is, around what we aim for, I think. At least when we're being pretty successful. It's 4th and 5. And we can take this down to the 2-minute warning. I really don't like kicking the field goal and going up 6. And, making sure they know that they need a touchdown. And then I would prefer to go for this here. Although this is not the play we're going to be running. We're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. They still want us to kick the field goal. Probably looking underneath for good here. Just try to get the first down. And that's intercepted. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop it. And we are able to make the tackle. That's a mistake by me there. Can you pick it here now? Not able to get anything there. They're obviously not into field goal range yet. So if we can stop them here, there's a chance we will get the ball back. I would think, though, they might want to go for it on 4th down if they have the opportunity this late in the game. They're going to hand the ball off. Obviously, they only need a field goal to tie. Now they're going to call a timeout. It's 3rd and 6, though. You got to think they're going to be throwing the ball here. But they're going to hand it off again and get it to 4th and 1. And now they're going to have to go for it because they're not quite into field goal range yet. They may hand it off again here. They're going to throw the ball. And it's going to be incomplete. Just not anybody there on that one. Not a good throw from Kenny Pickett. And we can pretty much run out the rest of the clock. They have one timeout. This was a tough game here. Very hard fought. It looks like we're going to hang on. We'll run this all the way down before we snap the ball. No reason to not run the clock here. Especially on 3rd down. We can just about run down the rest of the clock. Maybe not quite take it all the way down. Kind of depends on how long this play goes. But we're going to have the first down. Edwards-Helaire. 8 rushes today for 54 yards. And we can just take a knee with Malik Cunningham. And I'm sure he's happy to do that here. We're going to hang on 20-17. And that's going to do it for the rest of the game. We don't have to take another knee. Not the best game passing the ball. Not the best game running the ball either. Not a lot of touchdowns, but Evan McPherson, several field goals today. And take a look at the player stats here. Malik Cunningham, 14 for 22. Did have the pick at the end. Had a touchdown. Had a long of 35. Only 133 yards passing. But, I mean, it was enough. He was efficient enough. And even the interception at the end didn't hurt us too much. Kenny Pickett, 18 for 27, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He had a pretty good game. Didn't look to push the ball down the field too far, though. And then Ramondre Stevenson, 29 carries, 129 yards. Had a long of 19. 62 yards after contact. 7 broken tackles. Had a real nice game. Really chewed a lot of the clock. And then Edwards-Helaire had 8 carries for 54 yards. So averaged 6.7 yards per carry. It was just real good coming in and being a little bit of a change of pace, Receiving, I mean, Ramondre Stevenson had 5 catches for 19 yards. Not a lot. Did have a touchdown. Alex Good, 4 for 70. Edwards-Helaire had a few catches, mostly on screens. Did have a drop. Jamison Williams had a couple of catches, and then a drop for Tyreek Abraham. Defensively for us, a couple of guys had tackles for loss. Not a ton. Total tackles, nobody with double digits. Our offense was on the field a lot. So 3 sacks in the game, 1 for Aiden Hutchinson, 1 for Tim Carter, 1 for Matt Sharp. No interceptions, no forced fumbles. But the defense played an efficient game. I mean, didn't really give up any big plays. And if we're going to play like this, hard, grind it out kind of games, I mean, hopefully we can continue. And we're going to get Josh Uche back next week as well. But Antonio Brewer, our center, who is, decent. He's not one of our best linemen, like I said, but he's a good center. Is going to be out for 4 weeks. So we're going to get him back in a few weeks. But luckily, our bye week is next week. And that is one of the weeks he's going to be out. So going to be out for 1 less game because of the bye week. We're at 5-5. And if we can hope for a Dolphins loss at some point, we may pass them here in a couple of games. We got the Vikings. We're going to take on the Bills in week 13. And that's probably going to be a tough game, which may help determine whether we make the playoffs or not. But if we take a look at the rest of the schedule here, we've got, we're on a 2-game winning streak now. We've got the Vikings, the Bills, the Jets. We haven't played the Bills at all yet this season, so we've got the Bills 2 games. And then the Lions, the Jets again, and the Chargers. And if we can get at least one of those games against the Bills and then win both of those games against the Jets, who are, about as bad as us, I think we have a shot at making the playoffs. So do the bye week in the next episode. We've also got our focus players for the draft. So we'll think about who we're going to target. Although, if you look here at our draft picks, we don't have a first-round pick. We do have a second and a couple of thirds, but maybe we look down the board a little on those focus players because we're definitely not getting anybody in the first round. So that'll do it for this one. I will see you in the next episode. Have a good day.